What are you thinking about, Louise? What are you thinking about?
Just scattered thoughts here, there, and everywhere.
Ah, okay. It's nice to have quiet times, eh?
Yes, of
Sometimes,
course.
you know, a person really need to be just introspecting, as they say, you know?
Yeah.
You're looking into your own little past and considering things. Nothing wrong with that. It's healthy for the mind,
Oh, yes, of course.
you know?
Yes. Laughter is good for the soul. Laughter is good. But sometimes thoughts come,
Yes.
pleasant thoughts, nice memories, some sad ones. But generally, life is happy.
Mm. It's nice to also go back to your little childhood days, eh?
Yes, boy. Childhood days is what make you who you are. If you had good childhood days, then you will be a happy adult.
Mm.
And if you grew up with a lot of criticism and um, bad times, not happy times, you would never be a happy person. Have you ever met people that they tell you they just down in the blues, but no reason to be in the blues? I
Mm.
think it's sometimes flashes of your past come to you, things you miss, things you didn't have. But when you're happy times, and happy times don't necessarily mean expensive times. I always say that as a kid, we didn't know about going to the mall and playing games, you know, fancy games, and you have enough money to do different rides and things like that. We know about riding coconut tree
Mm. Mm.
and playing hopscotch and moral and tree, all those things. And when I think of my past, I'm happy for the past I had.
Mm.
Very happy for the past I had because my past meant reflecting on my brothers and my sisters. And I always say, although we lost parents, we had happy times together. We learned to tolerate each other, idiosyncrasies. We learned to laugh at each other, most important, and we had fun together.
Mhm.
I think, especially now of my brother Frankie, who was just 2 years older than me, and he still loved to tell people that I'm his twin sister that came 2 years later.
Mhm.
And we used to just be talking and laughing at. Sometimes you wonder what we used to be talking and laughing at, but it was just always happy times together. Once he was around and talking, we just laughing. I remember Tantan would say, "Yeah, come, yeah, go. All you only talking, talking and laughing, laughing. What you laughing at?"
Yeah.
But that was the life, and that's how I learned to laugh and can still laugh.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah,
Even,
I had a similar background to you. Eh? Our family would gather and we would, you know, just sit down and tell jokes and you know, different things that made us happy. We were simple. You and I seem to have this very sad background.
yeah.
Simplicity, you know, it led to happy days. And even happier days in your adult life, eh?
Yeah, but what you were in your childhood, you just grow older with similar values and everything.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That's why it's important to 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 nurture your children in a happy environment
mm-hmm.
so that they can be better men and women of tomorrow. Your children need to know happiness. They need to have love.
That's right.
And you know, having lost parents, yes, we didn't grow up with knowing mother's love and father's love, but that is something that I appreciate, especially for our own children, having been, God gave them the privilege to see their parents grow older together, and they knew what it was to be brought up in a balanced home of a mother and a father. And that is very important that children, even if parents have to be separated, because that seems to be the way of life now, you're not able to make it together and you go separate ways, well, that's fine. But it's important that a child is not deprived of mother or father's love and attention. Whether you have visiting rights, you're supposed to honor that. If a court has granted that a child will spend weekends with their mother or their father, no parent should deprive the child of that, unless the child of themselves are not happy and don't want to do it. Well, then that will be something to be discussed, why the child doesn't want to come and visit you. But to deliberately withhold a child from the love of their mother, their father, is sinful. I can't put it any other way, because parents may not get along well and had to end up in a divorce, but a child love a mother and a child love their father. And even when in separation, when visiting, a child is with the mother, but they think about their father, and when they're with their father, they miss their mother. It's natural. But it's important that they have happy days that they can cherish in their older life. They can reflect on their childhood, which were happy days. Happy days. And happiness don't mean elaborate stuff. I remember as a child, when the lolly man is passing, we used to call him the tip-top man. When you see the tip-top man passing, everybody save up their little penny, because money wasn't something that you had. I remember breaking a whole yard to find a 5 cents. And when you see that rake hit something metal, you're hoping it's not a farthing or a cent, When you get 5 cents, you're rich. You could buy tip-top for your brother and your sisters.
But Louise, you had there was a man used to ride around selling homemade ice cream.
Yeah, Mr. Munwa.
Mr. Moonwa, boy.
Yeah. But that's years later, that's when we had children.
Mr. Moonwa. I remember him, he used to make good ice cream, eh?
Yes. Yeah, but when we were kids, it was the tip-top man, had a little piece of something in the back there. That hold the tip-top. And when you stop him, and man, it's so vivid in my mind to see children running through tracks coming, because we were facing the road and the tip-top man would be passing right there. So you just run out and you get your tip-top. But little feet running from the bushes come in, stop the tip-top man, tell him to wait.
Simple joys, eh?
And simple joys. Simple joys. 2 cents was for a tip-top. And that was what the highlight of a Saturday. Tip-top man passing 1 o'clock in the evening after you had your lunch.
Yeah.
Sun hot and you're playing cricket in the yard. Tip-top man.
Now we have fancy vehicles going around selling ice cream, right?
Yes, boy. That's why when you remember that video I did?
Yeah, the lolly man coming here. Mama, yes. The lolly man coming.
Mama, the lolly man coming.
But tell me, Louise, what triggers off memories too for you? Nice childhood memories. Other things than the lolly, and what else?
Well, going to the beach. I mean, any type of water. Better swimming pool, pretty nice blue beaches, green beaches, brown beaches. What's this water? That was what our fun time. Fun time was going to the beach, digging chip. Yeah. Sometimes on a Friday night you went to go and see them pick shrimp. Yeah, but even cooking, on a Saturday, you made things like you make a little cake for the weekend, or you make sugar cake, or
Now that you're saying these things, I mean, I have seen you do it already, but now that we're talking about childhood days, things that made us happy, I could really appreciate your sense of doing things for others, because, I mean, that's what you knew, that's what you grew it.
Yeah.
And you distilled it into your children.
Yes. It's like how now young kids who are working, like our grandkids' age, a Friday night, like mean going TGI Friday or Ruby Tuesday or go for Haagen-Dazs ice cream and all these fancy little pastry shops that go for coffee. Well, we didn't have those times, but we had good times too. You made your cake, and the joy that when that cake come out good, that you could share it and everybody see this cake tastes good. When you make sugar cake, well, I never used to make fudge. Fudge was for selling. Selling fudge in school Monday to Friday, so you're not making no fudge for treats.
Did you see that video that Lasana put up there and Southwest Adventures they put up?
Oh my gosh, that was so reminiscent of us growing up as kids, and even when we were married and had our children, Lisa, Liba, and Lasana. Lyndon came in the days of malls and PlayStations and things, so he did not probably experience like the older ones. The frequency we went to Ikakas and the fun things as cousins together. 10 kids get together in Ikakas and the parents, and it's just happy times, and they go out and and the thing about it, there was no fear because you go out there, 20 of you on a pirogue, no life jacket. You remember how appalled you were when once.
Yes. And then the engine shut down.
Yes.
And the captain of the little pirogue there is fighting up with the plug. And I'm wondering, my goodness, whom would I save if this boat overturned? My children or my darling wife? I couldn't tell. My darling children or my darling wife, I should say.
And that time, LouLou is not even thinking about boat going under.
Well, you probably were used to that kind of adventure.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, it will be fixed, man, no matter how long it takes. But luckily, the water was very calm that day, yeah?
Yes. But the Ikakas generally, December month would be rough, but times the children were on holidays and so July, August was always very nice and calm and beautiful.
But Louis, listen, Lasana, he posted something saying that after 5 years he returned to Ikakas, and I could just picture the joy in his heart.
Yes.
To walk the sand, to see the fellas with the boats, and to see his uncles and his cousins. Yeah. Oh, that was a treat, man.
Yeah, it's a pity he stayed so long.
No, but anyway, we can't go back on that. It's a good thing he got there anyway.
Yes, but
so so childhood memories, even as adults, we have to treasure them.
And what you have to do is you have to continue it.
That's the thing.
If you like, for instance, if my memories, if you did not indulge me in my childhood memories, and well, if you want to use the word fantasies, but when we got married, we went to Ikakas, whether it's once a month, so that your children grew up knowing what you enjoyed. And there was no generation gap.
Yeah.
And likewise, when we didn't go to Cora, we went to visit your parents and went to the river. So your childhood was also relived with our children.
That's right.
And that's what 50-50 is all about.
Yeah. I want to apologize. Yesterday, I wanted to have a hamburger, and you had something else. And I tell you, I was longing for a hamburger so badly. And
I only get 5%.
Yeah. You said. When I get my whatever it was.
It was
what was it again?
Jerk chicken
sandwich. You will share half with me, and you'll give me half.
And here this was a nice, like a 12-inch, well, kind of like a Subway, but it was like a French bread with the jerk chicken cut in half. So it was so simple for Lance to cut his hamburger in half.
But for Louis,
we share and we know exactly. This
yeah,
is
but
what we
I want to apologize.
But I must say Lance will perform very selfishly.
No. I wanted, Louis, excuse me here. I needed to eat that hamburger by myself, girl. But I gave you a piece. I must say I gave you a piece. Didn't I give you a piece?
When I say Alan, she said, you're not going to give me a taste. I got a taste.
And the one thing about Louis is that whatever you buy, she wants to share it half and half. She carries some for her grandkids, you know. She's such a darling when it comes to sharing. Louis? Yeah, so you know, but to look at Santa again and to think of Lyndon and Santa sharing days now, whereby, you know, they could do things together. And he expressed in that video, I will love to take my girls down to Ikakas. And it's possible that it will happen, you know.
With God, all things are possible.
Yes, because what he had as a child, and this is where we're talking about treasuring your childhood memories, right? And as you said, if you have
make good memories for your children.
Make good memories for your kids.
Yeah, take time because, not cutting you across, you know, like our kids, they are now, our two girls are over 50. Lasana is 47. Linda is 40. And you would hear them talking about the days, you remember when we did this and the days we went here and there. And do you realize how much really the fun times you give them, it means to them?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know, they always talk about, you remember when we went to Disney World? Or, I mean, as I say, not everyone can make it to certain places.
Well, look, the other day, Linda and Kim and the girls and Harry went to Harry's water park.
Right.
Right, so that will be a memory for them.
Yes.
So you're making memories for your kids.
And you make it enjoyable. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a reward. You know, sometimes we reward children. That's good. That has its place. You reward children. If you come first in test, I'm going to take you to Harry's water park. That is great, and the child really do their best, and you take them. But there are some times when you can still just take your children for a fun day.
Right.
A fun day together. And everybody can work it out. Who's getting up to help with the sandwiches? Who's going to pack the drinks?
Yes, of course.
In the cooler.
Everybody gets a little responsibility, and it's a joy with it.
It's a joy. And you go on the beach and you play football and you play some cricket, some tennis, beach tennis.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And it's fun memories because life is too busy. Life is too busy. Children are losing their teenage years behind just studying and studying and studying.
And that gap, they'll try to fill that gap later. They'll try to fill that gap later, you know.
Yeah. Academics is important, but a little time out cannot rob a child so much that they're going to fall back.
No.
So take time to make pleasant memories with your kids, even if it is once a month, that you put away a Saturday. Today is going to be family day.
Right. Very good. Right.
And you will love it yourself, because I used to look forward to the outings myself.
Yeah, indeed, eh? Oh.
Yeah.
And those days were tough days going to Ikakas because the roads weren't great.
Yes, but you think of when you get there, the fun you will have.
The joy of getting there.
And Ikakas is a very lovely place. It is. And Adventures.
Southwest Adventures,
Southwest
man.
Adventures.
Did you have to get onto that trawler?
Yes, and they do a lot of little tours, wetland tours, kayaking, things like that.
Oh,
beautiful.
God.
Take the kids out there.
Yeah,
have fun.
I enjoy that trawler episode of them, eh?
Yes, it was very,
diving into
very
the water.
nice.
It was an epic movie, you could say, as somebody said, eh?
Yes, it was. Yeah. So yes, my dear.
I want to take this opportunity to do a little shout out. It's something that we are not used to doing, but I could call a couple names. Maybe you could also. Crystal Low. We want to thank these people for following us, but there are dozens more, and maybe as we go along recording, sometimes we could add a couple of names. But let's start again. Crystal Low, Sharon M, Keith, Susie, Sandra Mahadio, Rosabel Ramisal, Marcia Bennett, Natasha Narayan Singh, Glenn Bursing. Man, I tell you, you people have been making it happy for us. Emmanuel, Lima Richardson, Nadia. Oh, Nadia is quite expressive, quite courageous, quite outspoken. Jacqueline Madu, Belinda Plummer, Pinky Ramsaran. Of course, there are lots more that we could call, and maybe as the videos will come up, we could
Yes.
do something with that, you know.
And I would like to shout out to Wilma.
Wilma White.
I hope
Oh,
that you
yes.
are doing well, my dear. We are here thinking about you. And not forgetting, I always like to shout out to Vicky. I know it makes her day. And we have Judy T, whom I never forget to hail out to. But I'm glad that Lance has taken some time to jot down some names. And I think I will try and do the same and hail out some more names. But of course, not forgetting Shanta and Tony, our dear good friends, and Indra. Bimpy Indra. And Lasana and Lyndon and Kimberly and Ellis and the nice fellas who Vidish. Yeah, man. Knock a pot. I surely knocking a pot weekend. We looking forward to eating some good knock a pot food when we get back to Trinidad. Up here is Caymanian food we having and grills and so, but you know the good Indian food.
Roasted chickens up here we can take back.
Yeah, boy, real hard fowls just walking wild, you know, man. When I see those fowls, so when I was in Florida and I saw those ducks by the pond, I thought about curry duck. Boy, if Trini were to come here, they get in trouble.
Yes.
And the wild fowls around in Cayman, hard fowls, good looking cocks and hens, just walking with little chicks. So you have chicken to cook now and you have chicken to cook next 6 weeks.
But you know now they're discouraging feeding the chickens because they're multiplying so fast. So that you know you don't even feed the iguanas outside of the botanic gardens. You don't, you know.
Yeah.
I think there's a reward even for killing the iguanas now. You know, you kill them and the government pays you something.
Oh, really?
Somebody yes, because they're too numerous now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so greetings from Cayman. We are having a lovely time here, but continue to think about you all supporting us in whatever we would do. So thanks so much.
And your little kids back home, eh?
Of course, Haley and Anna, Sadie, Sydney, Suri, we love you all. Mwah, mwah.
Very good, very good. So Louise, what we're going to do at this point is to evoke a little memory. When we turn on this video, actually, it is going to demonstrate what Louise enjoyed as a child and the effect of simplicity, I should say. So we're going to end this video with Louise doing something that is funny, childish, but she's not ashamed to do it at all. As a matter of fact, she's happy to do it. So here it is, the ice cream van was coming along.
And it was in COVID days.
And it was in September of 2020 that we did this. So my friends, take good care and here goes. Oh boy, sorry.
Hello?
Louise, you remember that, eh?